Have you ever thought how powerful it would be to have the ability of hacking into any woman's brain and hijacking her subconscious mind to make her respect you instantly? Ask yourself, how different would your life be if you actually got this ability of getting into your targeted woman's mind and becoming an authority figure right away? Well, if you found this thought to be exciting, then keep watching this video till the very end, because right now in this video I'm going to introduce you to a very easy to use tactic called expert phrasing, which is taught by none other than Dean Cortez himself in his Tactical Attraction Training course. Mastering this one technique will allow you to set impactful impressions on any woman using just your words. So, click on the like and subscribe buttons right now and let's begin. The thing is that if you want to hijack the female mind and set yourself up as a dominant authority, then you have to talk in such a way that it conveys your passion and conviction. You have to show her that you are an expert in the topic of discussion and someone who is truly passionate about it, because passion and conviction are two key vulnerabilities of the female mind. The mental defense mechanism of their brain instantly shuts down the moment they sense those key triggers to be present in you. And in order to convey those key triggers, you simply have to use expert phrases within your sentences. Within our Tactical Attraction Training course, Dean Cortez explains that an expert phrase is a set of keywords that is more often than not used by experts only. Here is an example of a sentence rephrased into an expert phrase. Instead of saying, "Oh yeah, I do like Scorsese movies, they are quite worth a watch," say it like this: "Oh, I just love Scorsese movies. Their screenplay has such a good plot structure and his overall cinematography is absolutely phenomenal. Like, I can watch Taxi Driver over and over again without getting tired, all because Martin is so brilliant in the art of visual sequential storytelling. What about you though? Do you like Scorsese?" Now notice that words like cinematography, plot structure, screenplay, and visual sequential storytelling make you sound like a total expert right away. Using these words instantly increases your dominance in your targeted woman's eyes, since she gets overwhelmed by the use of such words and her subconscious mind submits to you, because all of us, ever since childhood, have been programmed to submit to an expert. We have always been trained to obey the expert and seek their presence. Whenever we used to get sick in childhood, our parents took us to a doctor, someone who was an expert in the science of healing, and we were taught to always obey the doctor whether we liked it or not, because he is an expert. When we got bad grades, our parents hired a tutor, another expert in his field, and we were again programmed to submit to the will of that expert and obey him without defiance. Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street, tells us in his bestseller book, The Way of the Wolf, that you don't have to be the expert to make people obey your commands and respect your authority. You just have to sound like an expert and a person of authority by using the same words like those professionals do in order to persuade and influence your target. This is one of the core fundamental laws of sales, seduction, and persuasion, the art of hijacking your target's brain by sounding and acting like an expert to earn their obedience. Here is another example of this. Instead of saying, "You like Lana Del Rey? That's a nice choice of music," say something like this: "You like Lana? Well, that's an amazing choice of music. The way she ties up those dynamic rhymes with the structure of the lyrics while maintaining proper tempo and harmony is just genius. I do enjoy the vibe of her music." See the difference? Simply rephrasing sentences in this way by attaching expert phrases in them makes you sound like an authority figure and a force to be reckoned with. But make sure to never overuse them. Just use them in some topics that are of her interest, and that too only once or twice. Also, keep in mind that you don't have to sound like an expert in a topic which is not of her own interest. Like, if she is not interested in a topic of, let's say, video games, then just don't talk about them or try to be the expert in them, because if you do that, then you will sound like a total nerd and she will just get disconnected because she won't even understand a single thing that you're saying. Ideally, we recommend using expert phrases in the beginning only when you want to make an impression on her, and once that impression is set, move on to other strategies such as psychological possession, trauma exploring, love bombing, gaslighting, and others that I've taught in my other videos that you can check out by visiting my channel or clicking on the I button above. You see, this way You can establish instant dominance and respect in the eyes of a woman and hack her brain by using your words alone. And once you have done that, you just have to keep building higher levels of trust and rapport with her and slowly start the seduction sequences mentioned in our tactical attraction training program for taking total control over her and turning her into your own personal puppet. This way, you would become the center of all her sexual and romantic desires and she will obey you like a good girl obeying her daddy. Now, if you want to learn all about the exact seduction sequences and methods required to do that, then just click on the first link in the description right away, because that link will take you to a detailed video lecture about tactical attraction hosted by my friend Brandon, who will introduce you to our benchmark strategy called the 3 magic words formula, which is powerful enough to make any girl fall under your spell. So, don't wait and click on the first link in the description right now and change your dating life forever.